After C++, another language also came into existence, and that language was called Java. Java is also very popular, and it has been very popular for a long time. Many of these softwares nowadays are written in Java for big applications, whereas smaller applications generally use C++. There are other object-oriented development languages as well that is being used in the world for software development. In any case, all object-oriented development languages uses an object as the basic unit of system analysis as well as systems design. Objects contain classes and inheritance. We'll be talking a little more about this with examples in the next slide. Objects can be iterative, and they can be incrementally changed or adapted than traditional structured development. For instance, in C++, uses memory cleaning as one of the objects, whereas in C, it just dumps the memory. Whereas memory cleaning is very efficient, and actually it is very efficient to use when you're doing languages, systems programming, as well as when it is being developed, as well as during implementation, than C, where you have to constantly change and rub and clean and many of these different variables. These objects can also be used over and over again in the object development process. Whereas in a structured language, you need to do the same thing over and over again in terms of what are called functions. And you can use those functions. But here, the object itself is a function. It can be reused anytime or even changed anytime. Object-oriented development languages use what are called component-based developments. These are when component-based developments are a group of objects which are assembled into software components. They are used to create e-commerce applications. They are used in web services. They are used in cloud-based development, and also in almost in every other software. So this is a class and inheritance method that is used in object-oriented development. Let's say you have an object which has got an employee object. The employee object has got certain attributes which are ID, name, address, date when they are hired, the position they are hired, and their pay. At that time, you can even bring these inheritance of the date hired to various things. For instance, if you want to give an award later on, you can use this date hired or the class employee and then give the award by changing the number of years that they have worked, and then come out with a method saying, hey, if this person worked for 15 years in this company, then we're going to give him a 15-year award, that kind of a thing. Here, the inheritance is passed from the employee to any other object which has got the same employee kind of model or structure. We move on to project management. Project management is an easy way, or the better way, or the most efficient way to manage projects, software projects, hardware projects, or building projects, house building projects, so on and so forth. Project management applies knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to achieve targets within specified budget and time constraints. There are 5 major variables. Number 1 is the scope. A scope of a project tells you exactly what you have up against. What are the different tasks that are going to be there on that particular package that you're doing, work package that you're doing? The time is a variable, and as time progresses, you're going to finish the project within the scope that is specified. Cost is the cost of the project for that particular scope of the project. Quality gives you the performance value of how the projects are completed. A project, when you're done, should be of good quality, and you need to take measures when doing the project so that you can have the best quality available for the cost and the scope of the project. Risks are there in every project. Every project has got simple risks to complex risks. And these risks has to be taken into consideration. And these risks are the ones which can be a detriment to you if you do not look at them right from the beginning. So risks is a major variable in project management objectives. Companies select projects based on cost and benefits, and it can be tangible benefits, intangible benefits. A tangible benefits is basically based on, hey, I'm going to get profits of so many millions of dollars in the future. Intangible benefits can be, this will make my strategy better. This particular project is going to be of use to me in the future, that it is going to help me to achieve my goals. And it is also determined by capital budgeting methods. You allocate budgets, you allocate money for each project. So the companies actually allocate some money for each project. Each project in the systems way or information systems way needs to have some planning. They also go through the analysis of what is inside the project and basically look at risks and various factors and come out with a scoring model of the project as well. A system portfolio contains of 4 quadrants of project risk and potential benefits. So if the project risk is high, and if the potential benefit to the firm is also high, companies usually have to cautiously examine the project or the portfolio. If the project is low but it is very high benefits, then you identify and develop the projects. If the potential benefit is low as well as the risks are high, you avoid the project. If the risks are low and if the potential benefits are low, then it is a routine project. It can be done. It is a routine thing that should be done. That's how you classify these projects as a systems portfolio. You manage risks and system related changes in projects by change management and implementation. You control the risk factors using various tools and planning methodologies. You also use various charts like the Gantt chart and PERT chart. We're not going to look at it from the detailed point of view because this itself is a class by itself. So project management class. So if you're interested in something like this, I teach project management, so you can attend that class and then you can get more out of it. In those classes that we teach, we also do project management softwares, which one of the simple ones is Microsoft Project. Project risks and system-related changes overcomes user resistance. They make sure that the system is easy to use and it highly impacts the organizations in a very positive way. That is the end of chapter 12, and we will see you in chapter 13.